When I first started this project, I knew, due to the extremely limited budget I would have, I had to think of interesting and visually arresting ways to frame and block out a scene. Tom and Ed are fantastic physical actors, and so I really wanted to have an opportunity to show this. My main aim for this was to make the fight seem as real as possible. Ed and Tom are friends in real life, so they had a lot of past experiences to draw upon, but mainly I just wanted them to dictate the dialogue, play around with it, create stuff, and we would just kind of film it like a documentary, really. We shot with the camera operator Emily Taylor in a wheelchair, and I was literally dragging her backwards, trying to just respond to the rhythms and the flow of Tom and Ed. It was kind of like a kind of jazz style. We doubled down on that jazz style with the soundtrack. I brought in the drummer Ed Bullinger. He watched through the scene and responded to it in a impressionistic and bombastic style to try and personify this energy in this fight. I think it really heightens and brings up this whole scene and makes it stand out. So this next part here is actually a reshoot. When we originally filmed it, I watched the footage and it felt really tone deaf and at odds with the rest of the series and what we shot so far, because it was quite early on in the filming process. I felt like we didn't understand our characters fully yet, and so luckily we had the opportunity later in the shoot to go back, and I rewrote the scene, and I feel now it has much more gravitas and weight to it. We filmed this on an extremely cold night, and you can see the breath. This scene is the first time that Tom and Ed and us as an audience have had the opportunity to slow down and really take stock of where they are. It's difficult to get the balance right with this kind of scene. It's quite expositional and it's quite serious, but I feel like Ed and Tom really capture the tone perfectly, but still inhabit the humour and absurdity of the situation. This is really make or break for them, and there's no turning back after this.
If you displease him, you don't want to know.